make the employee of the month despite being the most hardworking person in that company. It's frustrating, right? Yeah, I know it's very frustrating because you deserve it. You have been working so hard, but that award, you'll never take it home. And as a result, you'll never get to enjoy the perk that comes with the benefits of being the employee of the year or employee of the month. Walk with me as I take you through reasons why you won't be able to get the coveted employee of the month or employee of the year award. Not you, just that you have these characters that are sometimes irritating to the powers that be, and that is why you'll never make it. Number one, you are an iterative person. By iteration, I mean you like correcting if it's maybe it's a project you're working on and you see a mistake, you like correcting it like immediately. But if you work under supervision, then you have to consult the supervisor for you to maybe come back and iterate it to make it better. Sometimes the decision to make it better does not lie on you, despite the fact that maybe you can see that these things need correction. But since you have to go through maybe a supervisor, and maybe the supervisor may feel intimidated by the correction that you're offering, then despite you being the hard worker, despite you clocking the most hours, despite you bringing the most business, you may never see the coveted employee of the month, because the recommendation usually comes from the supervisors. In most cases, that is. If you are not in tandem with the supervisor, then you are doomed. Number two, the reason why you are not getting that employee of the year or employee of the month award is because you are very creative. Sometimes when you are creative, you may use some unconventional methods to arrive at solving a problem. To you, the end justifies the means, and so long as solution has been offered, that's all that matters. Sometimes the solutions that you come up with may not agree well with maybe your teammates or those people you're working on. It's not because they are not suitable, or it's not because they are not solution. It's just because they are not the ones that came up with the solution, and this sometimes can be very frustrating, especially if you really feel that that's something that would have been done, but it sometimes fails to get implemented just because you are the one who proposed it. Number three, you don't enjoy taking orders. I'm not saying that you don't have respect for authority or you have disdain for authority. No, it's just that you like being independent and you like making independent decisions. Sometimes if you work in organization that requires you to work with many teammates and requires you to have a chain of command, it's very frustrating because you like your independence and you like coming up with solution to problems, even though some people could see those solutions. Some people may not recognize a solution unless maybe it's coming from them, which can sometimes be frustrating, especially if you work with a large team and that large team is maybe working against you and is sabotaging you. So it can sometimes be frustrating. And since getting the employee of the year or employee of the month award is a teamwork thing, so sometimes you're even a team player, a perfect team player. It's just that you like working independently, and sometimes working with others can be an impediment to you because maybe your pace of working is higher than others. I don't know, but that one can be something that may appear as negative, although it's a strong point for you. The other thing is you have no respect for authority. Like I said, when you are an independent thinker and when you like questioning everything, sometimes you may be perceived as having no authority for leadership. This sometimes is very frustrating because all you care about is truth, and sometimes in some organization there are some things that go behind the scenes that you may question, like, or there are some things that you may be asked to do and then you question, like, don't think we should have done it that way. But if you question that, especially if it's coming from the management, if you question it, you may appear to have no respect for authority, and as a result, if you have no respect, if you are perceived to have no respect for authority, you become a black sheep, and in most cases you may end up getting some stick from the organization or maybe the management team, whichever comes first. It may be frustrating because at the end of the day, those are the people who are supposed to recommend you for maybe other things like promotions and everything. And if you maybe start questioning the way they work or the way they handle things, it might seem as you have no respect for authority, which may work against you in future. Number five, you are very authentic and you show it. Sometimes if you are an authentic person and if you like maybe questioning everything around you and would like you to have boundaries that you let other people know, like, these are the boundaries, you may end up cultivating some kind of enmity, and this enmity is sometimes very detrimental because you may start getting toxic environment. This toxicity is something that can be frustrating, especially if you're working towards making things work for you. I know I know you're supposed to be authentic, and that's why sometimes it's good to lay low. Even if you see something that's not going well and you just want to get your check, just get your check, go. Because at the end of the day, you're there to work. That's the reason why some people end up quite quitting, because their authenticity may not argue well with those people who are leading the organization or with those people who are maybe supervising them. So in the process, they end up not being able to communicate about themselves well. And as a result, some passion is removed from their work, and if you lose your passion, you'll end up hating the job, and if you end up hating the job, then you are some few steps away from quitting it. If there's anything else that you think would have been on the list on the reason why you are not getting that coveted Employee of the Year award, please don't like to contribute in the comment section. And if you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. Please also check out another content because it may be interesting to you. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.